Greg Roark, founder and CEO of the Aspen Aerospace Alliance. Let's start at the beginning with just the basic, what is the Aspen Aerospace Alliance?
Great question, Tom. Aspen Aerospace Alliance is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation that is built around bringing the benefits of an aeronautical education to K-12 students in Aspen, Colorado, and beyond.
So how are you bringing that education into the classroom, and what are the kids learning?
When we teach the classes, we begin in third grade with three different components of our program. One is on the aeronautics side, where we start a professional pilot track where our kids in high school can graduate high school as multi-engine commercial pilots. So that's one side. The second career pathway that we have is through the engineering side on the aero build portion of our program. And with that, what we do is that starting in third grade, we have kids that begin building static models. We have a UAV and a UAS program for middle school that progress then on to building real live airplanes in high school. And that's the Aero Build program. So there's two different STEM industry certification pathways that we have for these kids. The third portion of this is the Aero-Educator network. That is what we launched today, in fact, which is going to be that component where what we have been doing in Aspen for 5 years is scalable so that it can be plugged into traditional K-12 school districts across the country.
It sounds like an expensive proposition. How are you funded?
Privately funded. We haven't accepted a dime from our school district. A lot of knocking on doors. We have a lot of help from not just private individuals, but corporations are now kind of starting to come on board, understanding the importance of aeronautical education, that if we don't start now, things like we're seeing here in Oshkosh may not happen much longer. And I realize that sounds, melodramatic, but it's true.
How do you recruit? How do you find the kids who are really interested in not only the aviation aspect of it, but also the STEM aspect of it?
They find me. Now, when we started, we did informational meetings. We said, here's what's possible, here's what we can do. And then the kids, they just came. The parents understood, they recognized the opportunities. The kids, once they started, they just couldn't get enough. The thing that keeps me up at night is that part where most all of the classes that we teach go into lottery because of the fact that we can't take the demand that there is for it, just because right now our limited resources educationally. And so that's the thing that where corporations are starting to come on board, helping us fund that next step and helping us expand our offerings to kids everywhere.
How do you then take that concept and approach another school district in another state outside Colorado and say, here's the success that we've had with this program, and we'd like to help you create one as well?
Part of what we do is, through a series of videos, is to try to have things that we can then have not just on our website, but things that we can contact other school districts kind of through the network. We've had, over the last couple of years, we've had a lot of school districts actually send us requests saying, how are you guys doing this? How can we participate with this? So we've got a pretty good start with it. The distance learning classes that we do, the classroom stuff that I teach, is all distance learning. So we have a program, it's a platform called Aero-Vision, is that part that actually gets beamed into the classrooms. And with on-ground support that we have at each of the schools, we're able to then take all of those lessons, all of those classes, and allow the kids the high school credit and the college credit that they deserve for taking classes like that with such academic rigor.
So Greg, you say you have a lot of resources in the cloud, but you have some ground-based resources as well. What are those?
Oh, absolutely. The biggest resource that we have when it comes to the classroom element is the technology that we have in the classroom, not just in our classroom, but also what we have in mind packaging for the classrooms in the other school districts. And that starts with the Redbird J simulators. So Redbird has been a friend of our program for years, and we're able to use their technology so that the kids can actually apply what they learn in the classrooms, the academic piece, so that when you apply something then, now all of a sudden you've got relevance. And if you understand the relevance of what you're doing, the opportunity for kids to do that on a regular basis increases exponentially. So the technology that we have there is not just the AeroVision portion for the beaming in, but also our reliance on the technology supplied by Redbird with their simulators as well.
How many schools are you in currently in Colorado?
Right now we have 3. We have others that are looking for the fall of 2017. So,
and how many students is that then?
So each one of the other 2 schools is over 7,000 students, including the 1,500 that we have here. So it's over 15,000 students that will have access to our programming. The superintendents of both those schools have told me that there's great interest.
Okay.
Not sure what that means yet, but we'll find out.
So if a school administrator was watching this and said, I want to get in touch with this guy, how would they find you?
Of course, a couple of different ways. You can go to aspenaero.org. You can go onto the website and just look at the Aero-Educator Network. That'll give you information about how to contact us. Or you can email me as well at groark@aspenaero.org.
Well, Greg, thanks very much for talking to us. Sounds like a very exciting program, and good luck. I hope it expands the way you want it to.
Tom, thanks. Appreciate it.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Explore no limits flying in the FAA-certified Sea Ray Amphibious LSA, one of the top 3 best-selling LSAs in the U.S. Progressive Aerodyne Sea Ray comes equipped with a Rotax engine and exhibits extraordinary handling on land, water, and in the air. Check it out at www.searay.com.
The dream is real, a truly affordable personal jet aircraft. The Subsonics Personal Jet Kit is priced at only $42,000. Kit plus engine is still under $100K. Add instruments, upholstery, and paint and you're flying. It's time to put your money where your bucket list is. Visit our AirVenture booth 622 in the North Aircraft Display Area.